This is the Sincere Community from Bath and North East Somerset, England.
Yo, hello people. I hope you're safe and well. Right, my iPhone 13 is charging up. What have I been up to? I had to pay subscription fees. I had to pay my DistroKid, which I've done, so that's filed. And Second Nature is live on iTunes, Apple. We find it at Spotify, unless it's going to take a couple more days. And it's live, distribution's live. So Second Nature, first part of the project, is up. What's That Amazing Radio on the CMO profile is up on the DistroKid live. I also got like Sykes's remastered tune Snare is live as well. Distribution's live, so you can find that everywhere. I think hopefully I'll check it in a bit. It should be out Audiomack and Beatport as well, because he has got a Beatport to go with his distro, which I paid for. Whatever you prefer. So what else I've been up to? I've been sorting out my publishing, and that for my ResearchGate profile, I had to update my poetry one because like the font points were like the wrong size. So I revised it, uploaded it, I've merged it now. So like, because there's a supplementary resource to go with it, I've like merged the pair of them. I've been working on it at OU, Open University, and working in my Office 365, working on that. It's almost done, it's just charging up. And then I'll convert that to e-publishing and update the Amazon. So you'll get the Understanding Poetry and Literary Analysis, first edition revised textbook, combined with a supplementary resources textbook as one ebook. So yeah, the original version's gonna go away at Amazon KDP. Hopefully today at some point. I'm just waiting for it to charge up. So that's what I've been doing. I also had a couple of other things to pay. I had to like pay the subscription fee on my Ghostmail account, and because it's Ghostmail, it's not like a property like this where I'm living temporarily, because I'm going to keep moving around. A lot of the problems I've got with the council, because they're just like the public liability, they're defaulting in a penalty of GDPR fines and breaching their public liability along with the police and that as well. So like, if anything, I don't know, do you really pay attention to politics? I asked for an OCA, evidence-based practice review, and that's what they're doing right at the moment. And they're updating the Mental Health Act, like with a new draft. Like there's a bunch of members of Parliament, or Prime Minister, and that, along with like Lords and the legislators who are updating the Mental Health Act. You don't know, you should pay attention. Pay attention. It's going to make it better. We're going to improve it and make it better. Basically, at the end of the day, avoid like costly like debts that we're suffering from in inflation right at the moment, and make it a lot better and improve it. Right, the situation with the council, of course, and inflation and everything, you're probably looking at the government here, like turning Curo, who's now national since like in the last couple of years, since all the problems for the last more than 5 years, but 5 years of me being like misguidedly homeless because of their default. You know, it's like that's how they invalidated their insurance. So they're in a heap, like they're steeped in a heap of fines, right? And they just gone on and on like that for the last 5 years. Right, now with that in mind, you're looking at the government probably taking 40% of Curo's net worth. They already, remember like Soma here regionally, back in the 90s, before Curo took over, changed the business name, and they started to trade under Curo from summer, which is like formerly, right? So you're looking at them becoming a state-owned enterprise, because as soon as they've like taken them down and they're on target with all their inflation and everything that they've caused for their debts and that and fines and everything, and they're locked up for the abductions and impersonations and homicides and stuff like that and everything, and all the public liability and how negative they've been and all. Right, you look at them take 40% of their net worth. The government will own more than 40% because they already own a bit already, and at the end of the day, that developer and like brand and everything, they're just management. That was all they were. So they only had a percentage that they completely ruined, even though they put them into a national framework now, like that's littered with fractions that are negative, right? And plus it's Brexit and everything as well, and they're not really developing anything, and been through COVID-19 and blah blah, and they got all these fines. So you're looking at Curo possibly becoming a state-owned enterprise. That will also make it much better, because at the end of the day, if they just stick to the legal framework that they've got, a state-owned enterprise, like it will be more legal than ever and evidence-based, which really works out brilliant. It works out perfectly, like really well for the likes of like social care, and the new social care, like person-centered, community-centered, like social care act and funding that's going on right now with like Sajid Javid, Right Honourable Sajid Javid, and the rest of the like secretaries of state. So I was finding really excited on like a positive step forward, like as it means to like improving a regional governance and nationally, and like making progress and everything. So like really excited. I was so glad I was allowed to complain, really, as well as get the funding that I needed for my educational stuff and everything that I'm still getting on with. So like that's that. Woo. I've got one or two other things I need to do today, and I'm working on a new Quizlet as well. If anybody's interested, it's not finished yet. It's one class with like a whole load of set, like it's one class set with a whole load of like terms and definitions. It's mainly aimed at like your memory. Really, it's like a memory test, and it's meant to be fun as well, like so to engage with, because I've actually upgraded my Quizlet, and I've got like a Quizlet Plus account, so like I can be like the associate lecturer like type of that I am within what I'm doing. Like right now, like as of September and October, I'll be engaging in my level 3. I'm still trying to like catch up and like update all my level 2, right? Plus I've got to recert that every 2 years as well and everything. So like my level 3, and obviously like with other aspects, because they're going to be updating the mental health act and blah blah. So like I just think it's brilliant. Like, I can't wait. And obviously I'm registered as an associate and student in that within my conversion like degree that is part of my like British Psychological Society like membership. So like with my main focus on addictions, because that's what I'll be focusing everything on, and a repetition of fear in the psychology of cause. I won't be leaving out stress and hatred at all, and I will be like focusing on my faculty. So like in the next few years from now, I don't know, like you know, like I can move on to like a PhD. It depends. I'll have a few modules that I'll need to catch up on. A part of it is very medical, along with my portfolio. It's not just like psychology stuff. There's more to it than that. It's arts, it's philosophy, it's like humanities, social sciences, with a big part focused on psychology, and then like there'll be like natural sciences and cell biology and stuff like that, when I can actually start to use the lab in Milton Keynes and everything, and engage in some like 1 or 2 other like scholarships and like avenues of funding and stuff like that, so that I can start working with like, you know, mice and chimpanzees and things like that. So like, and focusing on like the environment and stuff. And who knows? Maybe I'll get the award that I'm like focused on. Who knows? I don't know. But like, that's what I've been up to. And don't expect like a book out of me just yet. Like, ebooks are not books. They're like kind of like they're ebooks. They're sort of journals or like periodicals or journals or articles, right? So they're not really like books. A proper book is like an ISBN. I won't be working on doing a book at all for the next couple of years at least, until I've like sorted out my dip HE. Like, I got my dip, so my level 3 is like completely like finished and that, and then that's that. Then maybe I'll start working on writing a book focused on addiction and that and recovery. So if I end up doing a PhD, I'll probably do it in like forensic autopsy, like an autopsy type thing, autopsies and stuff, sort of thing a district coroner would do, or like a particular type of like, doctor within a hospital that examines dead patients. Yeah, no lower living dead ones. I'll also be exploring avenues of investment, and that there's an American company that's interested in what I'm up to, that wants to invest into my company for 2% of it. There's also here in England, there's an Arts Council that's coming up next year with the IPSO funding, which I would want to separate from some of the stuff that I do at the org, my company, and put into the kind of like psychology, like addiction, arts therapy type stuff that I do there. And if I get the investment from the Arts Council and the National Lottery, then for my IPSO like entity aspect, whatever, my company, then that would be great. Who knows? Or if I get my head round a way to innovate the org with an app, then, or both, I don't know, not just yet. I've got other things. My own profile at Amazing Radio is a subscription's coming up in October. It's only 30 quid, so I'll have to pay that. Look out for RSS podcasts from my company. I'm looking, like, if you want to be featured on my RSS podcast, whatever it is you do, we can just chat about it. We can chat about it online and stuff like that. It's all good if that's what you're in, and you want me to like create a podcast to feature at my company RSS podcast. It's all good. Let me know. Just contact me, message me, or whatever, or email me. So I've got a little debt with Google I need to sort out. It's only like 100 quid. Hopefully they'll give me some more time. And then as of like November until sort of May, I've got 10 assignments to do and 2 exams. So, and then I'll have like several months off, and then I'll have like 6 months off until I start again. So, I don't know. That's that. I just thought I'd say hi, stay safe, stay well, and that. If you want to chat, we can chat, whatnot. I'm available. So, cool.